And Zach Briscoe's here with the forecast. Last couple of days have been rainy, but not today. Feeling good.
Just a little cold out there.
A little chilly, yeah.
So it snowed on Halloween. What do you think it's going to do on Thanksgiving?
Well, no snow for Thanksgiving, but cooler temperatures are in store. So folks heading up to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will need their jackets.
Okay.
Let's take a look at your forecast for this week.
You're watching SUTV News with Kyle Rogers, Emily O'Shea, Sean Gallagher's Sports Report, and Zach Briscoe's forecast.
Well, the average high this time of year is 52 degrees. We've been spoiled for the last couple of days with above average temperatures, but today that came to an end with a high of 50 degrees. The rain is now at 1.38 inches after about an inch of rain yesterday, so we're starting to get back up to the average this time of month. Let's take a look at your tonight's forecast. It's going to be a cold one, 25 degrees with partly cloudy skies and clearing out, a little warmer over towards Philadelphia at 32 degrees with mostly cloudy skies there. Tomorrow, sunshine around the whole state, in the 40s for most areas, and it's going to be a little bit breezy tomorrow as well. As we look at your weather pattern, the pattern continues as we have a low pressure system that continues to work its way up into the northeast. That brings warm air up the coast, but then we have a cold shot, and that brings the cold air in, but it doesn't last for long as another low pressure system moves up to the north. Looking at your 5-day forecast, breezy tomorrow, 44 degrees. By the weekend, warming up once again, 63 degrees by Sunday, and then rain returns once again by Tuesday. Back to the desk.
All right, Zach Briscoe, thank you so much. Beautiful weather for this weekend where you can hit the rail trail next to campus for a good cause. Saturday is the 3rd annual Relay for Life 5K. Registration starts at 9 a.m. $15 if you don't want a t-shirt, $25 if you do. Lace up your running shoes to help save a life.
Now let's find out what's hot and what's not this week. Mandy Whaley is here with more. Hey, Mandy.
I'm going to send it back to the desk.
So much. The time has finally come for all you Twilight fans. You know what? That is Mandy's script. I'll get back to that in a moment. Anyway, the Get Your Ship in Shape contestants are closer to their goals. Amanda Peterson has more on how contestants are showing their pride.
With the semester wrapping up, the challengers are shaping up. Barbara is continuing to lose weight and is on pace to meet her goal of dropping 13 pounds overall. Kyle is adapting his schedule to better manage his stress. And Bubba has already lowered his BMI almost an entire point. As Sawyer's half marathon draws closer, we'll look at what he needs to do to complete it.
He's going to have a lot of pride, personal responsibility, and daily effort.
Staying fit will help too.
Frequency, intensity, time, and type. He's training 5 out of the 7 days per week for his frequency. His intensity is varied over the weeks. The times for his training runs, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and other times in between. And the type of training, of course, lots of running.
Eating 5 meals a day is also boosting his performance.
Love that because he's training at such a high intensity and training volume. He will expend more energy than a typical recreational athlete.
Nutrient-rich shakes may also help.
My suggestion might be to have some sort of recovery shake as well to get these nutrients in as quickly as possible.
Overall, the outlook for Sawyer is good.
I think a lot of the undergraduates, if they put their mind to it and really had that pride we talked about, then they could potentially run that half marathon.
This is Amanda Peterson, keeping your ship in shape.
All right, Amanda, thank you. I hope to get too stuffed this Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Mandy Whaley, let's head it over back to you. Your mic's working now. Tell us what's happening in the world of entertainment.
Hey guys. After reports of a recent affair, celebrity Demi Moore is divorcing husband Ashton Kutcher after a 6-year marriage. All right, the time has finally come for all you Twilight fans. Breaking Dawns is showing in theaters tonight at midnight, so make sure you get out there to see it. I know I can't wait. Also coming to the big screen tomorrow, Happy Feet 2, The Lie, Tyrannosaurus, and Descendants. That's all I have for you guys this week. Back to you.
And don't go away. Sean Gallagher joins us after the break. Sports is next.
Welcome back to SUTV News.
Sean Gallagher now joins us with sports.
Hello, Sean.
Hi, guys. Well, we had a lot of news last week with Penn State and the scandal, but things have kind of toned down over the past week.
They have.
Well, we start off, it was the last time that 5 seniors would take the field as members of the Red Raider football team. With that in mind, winning the finale for those seniors and first-year head coach Mark Pacheski will leave a great mark on this turnaround season.
The Red Raiders entering senior day looking to finish the season on a 4-game winning streak as they played host to the Mercyhurst Lakers. On the opening kickoff of the game, Mercyhurst Trevor Kennedy returning the kickoff. He'll fumble the ball at the 22-yard line as it's forced by Sean Sadowski, and Rashawn McCain would make the recovery at the 30-yard line. But Shippensburg will be held to a field goal on that drive, but 3-0 Shippensburg to start the game. On the Lakers' first offensive drive, Vendemia is able to find Richie Sanders with the pass, and Sanders takes it in from 9 yards out as the Mercyhurst Lakers take a 6-3 lead. The PAT was missed. Later in the second quarter, game tied at 6. Zach Zulli taking a snap, takes a 5-step drop, and looks down the middle, and he finds Trevor Harmon in the end zone from 19 yards out. One of the more impressive catches we've seen by Harmon this season. Ship goes up 13-7. On the kickoff return, Trevor Kennedy, after fumbling the first opening kickoff, he will get past midfield and almost beats everybody on the Shippensburg kickoff team as he gets down to the Shippensburg 4-yard line, a 79-yard return, and that would set up a touchdown for Mercyhurst. From 2 yards out, Richie Sanders takes it in for a touchdown, making the game 13-13, and that is the way it would be going into the half. In the third quarter, after Shippensburg's defense held Mercyhurst to a field goal, Mike Fournette will take the ball on the run to the left, then to the middle, and then all the way to the other side of the field as he's able to avoid a tackler, and he is going to go all the way to the end zone, breaking the pylon for a touchdown, a 53-yard run, and that would give Shippensburg a 20-16 lead. It would be the big offensive plays that helped Shippensburg win this game against Mercyhurst. Later in the third, Zach Zulli, who's been able to find so many targets, finds Harmon down the middle of the field, and he will take it in for a 64-yard touchdown reception, giving Shippensburg an 11-point lead. The Red Raiders would add 2 more touchdowns and win the game 40-16. The Red Raiders have set the team record for most points. Lindsey Barna had a few words with the first-year winning coach.
It was your first season as a head coach of Shippensburg, and you finished with a winning season. How do you feel? You have to be proud of these guys.
I'm very proud of the players. Proud of the players, the band, and the fans. But this is, like I've said before, this is a group effort between the coaches, the players, the administration, the university and whole, the community. Everybody has a part in this, so everybody had a winning season this year.
Well, the Red Raider football team has a lot to be proud of this season. They finished with a winning season, an improvement from the 5-6 record last year. The Red Raider offense exploded with touchdowns and points, breaking 2 school records. The team scored 411 points, the most since 1999, and had the most touchdowns in a season with 55. Quarterback Zach Zulli, in his first season at the position, had 38 touchdowns, the most in school history, and had 3,105 total yards of offense. In his freshman year, Zach Zulli was a returner on special teams. Fast forward a year later, he is running the new multiple offense under new head coach Mark Pacheski and breaking school records. Trey Kemble had a chance to sit down and talk with the young, talented quarterback.
Meet Shippensburg quarterback Zach Zulli, who last season was the team's punt returner.
Well, I've always been quarterback, and I was planning on playing quarterback my entire life. And last year, I just wanted to get on the field, so I just basically did anything I possibly could to tell Coach that I can play and that I can get on the field and just do what I do.
But now Zach Zulli is the starting quarterback, and with that comes not only a commitment to himself, but a commitment of bonding with his teammates as well.
Well, with all these practices, we just try to connect during practice, and when we get out on the field, it's like it all just meshes together, and we just really cooperate together, and it happens. It just all happens together. Yeah.
Even though Zach Zulli broke the school record for most touchdown passes in a season, he remains focused on winning for his team and not for himself.
I really wasn't even thinking about it, and I was even talking to Coach Ursich before it. Like, I could care less about stats. I could care less about anything that I produce or anything out on the field. I just want to win. I want to win every game that we possibly can, and I really wasn't thinking about it that much. I mean, I was excited, and my family was excited, and probably the program was excited, but I really didn't care that much. I just wanted to go out there and win that game.
Zach Zulli has improved tremendously over this season, and one thing remains certain for this Shippensburg football team: the future looks bright indeed. For SUTV, I'm Trey Kemble.
Well, thank you, Trey. And as the fall sports season winds down, winter sports are just beginning. The basketball teams began play last Saturday at Higas Fieldhouse with the Wolves Bus Line Classic. The men's team started off the season with an 81-78 overtime loss to Charleston on Saturday, and a 101-72 loss to Westchester Sunday. Excuse me, that was Liberty. The women's team has been the complete opposite this season. They won their first two games with an 85-76 win over St. Michael's and a 60-51 victory over Chowan. Both teams are back in action at Higas Fieldhouse as they take on California, Pennsylvania this Saturday. The women's game tips off at 1, and the men's game follows at 3. In just the first week of the basketball season, senior Monet Baker is grabbing attention. Baker was named the PSAC East Player of the Week. Baker had 41 points and 21 rebounds in the first two games this past weekend. After taking 2 of 4 matches at the Wrestle for Cure duels, the wrestling team hit the mat at Higas Fieldhouse last night. The Red Raiders fell 21-15 to Waynesburg. They take the mat again against West Liberty this Saturday from Higas. With the volleyball season ending last week for Shippensburg, 2 players were recognized with conference honors. Jill Edwards and Libby Woofenden were named to the PSAC East first team as voted on by the coaches this morning. Edwards had 567 kills, the most in the PSAC, and Woofenden holds the record in Shippensburg history with 273 career blocked assists. It's crazy when you think about it. It feels just like yesterday the fall sports season began, guys, and here we are jumping right into the winter sports. I guess that October snowstorm should have been a sign.
A good indicator. Yeah. All right, Sean, thank you so much. Students and parents are happy to see a beautiful campus. Chris Peterson meets the people who make SHIP shine behind the scenes.
Taking care of the campus is not an easy job. These ground workers start every day working on the field. When getting the fields ready for sports events, each worker knows what they need to do. Working on the fields is not something you can rush. It could take several hours or days until all the fields are clean.
Just looking beautiful for other prospective students coming in, keep it safe.
When walking along the pathways, you'll see other ground workers working hard. They place mulch on top of the soil to provide nutrients and reduce erosion. This particular crew takes care of the landscaping around the buildings on campus.
In wintertime, it's snow and ice removal, so there's some days we put long hours in.
The ground workers start work at 7:30 in the morning. The front and the back crew handle specific areas on the campus. Taking responsibility of the areas is not a one-man show. It takes team effort. Ground workers pick up trash daily to keep the campus looking great.
Beautiful campus and just something pretty to look at. It's a lot more comfortable feeling, and it has that extra wow factor to it, and it really makes students feel like, wow, I can be here.
The groundkeepers' work not only make the campus look nice, but they take pride in their work. 7.5 hours a day, 5 days a week. I'm Chris Peterson, SUTV News.
Contacting one of the supervisors can be a great way to show your appreciation. Email Jean Yo or John Gosser to share your thoughts.
Starting tomorrow, more campus parking spots will be open. The lot behind Kreiner Hall and Huber Center will open again. Faculty, staff, and campus residents can park there. As always, University Police remind you to park your vehicle in an area corresponding to your parking decal. Beloved comedian Bill Cosby will be performing here in Shippensburg tomorrow night. Cosby is probably best known in the entertainment industry for his work on The Cosby Show, but his shows like I Spy and Fat Albert broke racial barriers.